Hey guys, Lord Netzer here, and today we're going to be doing a new What If, and I don't care if you guys, I should continue my ones I already made, because I want to make this for where I'm going to place him in the future. So yeah, we're going to start this off where, well, he's 4, and he's still the kindest person ever, but as soon as Inko figures out that he's quirkless, yeah. And I'm also gonna say Suku has a older, disgraceful brother. Well, actually, 3 older brothers that also are thinking like Inko. Yeah, Sashi is overseas, like in canon. And yeah, they start torturing Izuku. Pretty much just, I'm gonna say they have a basement, and they have a basement in this one. And yeah, through a few years, and yeah, by the time he's 6, he's been secretly reading a lot of books. In the one night, he walked outside of the house, and yeah, he found a temple for an ancient creature. No, for like ancient creatures that roam the earth. Yeah, and one of them he saw was this one. Yeah, Suku doesn't care what you look like. He just cares for your personality and how you act towards people. And yeah, he's starting to not like his family one bit. And yeah, and I'm gonna say that a lot that people in the very past sealed these creatures away. In the moment Sugu touched the sculpture thing that looks like this dude, it pretty much broke the seal that locked him away. And also woke him up as well. And I'm gonna adapt his abilities to where he can change his size as he wishes to. And yeah, Sugu would just have a fake smile on his face. And yeah, and this place that Sugu was the same exact place where all these creatures were sealed. Yeah, this creature would hear from above, like, it would be nice to meet one of you guys. Especially this one with looks very, yeah, you just hear very scary looking. And yeah, you'd be confused, and then she would be like, hey, I just, yeah, Sig would just say to himself, like, I mean, let's still describe it, what the person or creature is. You're just hoping you're nice. If I ever saw you, you'd be nice to me. And yeah. And he would actually be curious and actually poke his head out from his slum, from his area. And yeah, you would just see a little boy around 6 or 7 walking out of the place. And he would slowly change his size to the size of a mouse. And he would follow Izuku home. And follow Izuku to his basement. And yeah, he would just stay in a cabinet that was, well, in a hole that was in the wall of the basement. And yeah, for months, this creature would see Izuku getting tortured by who he sees as his family members. And yeah, he's getting angry at this. And he's also seeing some other people actually trying to hurt him as best as they can. And unknown to them, and yeah, the moment Shu turned 8, his power awakened, not his quirk, and that is the power of evil. So basically, Shu has every power except that immortality thing because he doesn't have the part of able that allows them to become to be immortal. So yeah, Shu's body would also be slowly getting stronger. And at this point, Sugu's body is as hard as stone. So yeah, and yeah, Sugu like, and yeah, Sugu would just be chuckling a little bit. Like, it's yeah. Then and the creature's name is Cerberus. And yeah, Cerberus would walk up to Izuku, and yeah, Sugu would just pet, and yeah, see, and yeah, you would also grow to the size of a puppy. Yeah, Sugu would just like, wait, you look like that creature. Are you that creature? Cerberus would nod his head, and yeah, Sugu would have a smile on his face. It's like, at least you can understand me. And yeah, Cerberus does look like this. And this is him at his normal size, but when he's in his but right now he's in the form of a puppy. So yeah, pretty much just imagine this, but the size of a puppy. And yeah, Sugu just, and this would be at night, which Sugu's family members are asleep. And yeah, Sugu just, yeah, Sugu would start walking towards it. Sugu, and yeah, Sugu would just pick it up and put it on his legs. And yeah, Sugu would just be sitting with his legs completely straight out, lying against the wall. Yeah. Sugu would start scratching him under his chin. And yeah, Sirius would kind of be a little bit surprised, but then start to like it. And yeah, Sugo was just like, it's nice to see at least something being nice to me. Yeah. And yeah, Sugo read on there that for some reason it was able to speak. And yeah, and, like, you know, and Sugo wanted to know if it was true or not. So he would ask, do you have the ability to speak? And yeah, then Sirius would say, yes, I do. And yeah, Sugo is like, that's cool. And yeah. Sirius would be, and yeah, after a few nights, which would be 5 nights, Cerberus is pretty much acting as his guardian. And yeah, then one night, Cerberus had enough of Izuku being harmed and tortured. So he would kill Izuku's family members and take Izuku out there and back to the place that he originated from, where Izuku found him. And yeah, Suku would have asked him for his name in the previous nights, and yeah, he would have told him Cerberus. And yeah, Suku was like, thank you, Cerberus. And yeah, Cerberus was like, you're welcome, Suku. And yeah, Cerberus would pretty much, and yeah, right in the moment Suku and Cerberus, the moment Cerberus killed his family, he changed to the size of a large dog, being a large enough dog to where so a child could ride on the dog. So yeah, and Cerberus was carrying Izuku by his mouth, holding what remains of his clothing, which would be this. So yeah, Cerberus would be tugging on that, holding that to carry Izuku, and yeah, then he would carefully place Izuku on his neck. Yeah. And once it got to there, Cerberus found a room that was made for people that would watch over the place, which they've been dead for a long time. And he would place Suku onto one of the beds there. And he would wrap himself around Izuku in the bed. And they would fall asleep. And then the next day, yeah, he is still as intelligent as the SCP version of him. But this one is slightly more OP. Because he can change his size anytime at will without needing mass to eat. So yeah, he's a little bit more overpowered. And when you see Cerberus wrapped around the bed at that, and he would see that it's the same walls as that place that he was a year ago. And yeah, you just scratch Cerberus on his head. Yeah, Cerberus just like, oh, you're awake, Izuku. And yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm awake. And yeah, at this point, Suku's eyes are mostly like this most of the time. Pretty much without any spark. So yeah. Yeah, so Suku looks like his features look like this. Just to tell you guys now. So yeah, he just when he's around people he truly loves. And one of them is actually gonna be Sebastian because, well, Cerberus because she sees him as a brother. So yeah, and Cerberus does care for Zuko greatly. And yet throughout the years until he's 14, Sugu has been learning a lot of martial arts from Cerberus that Cerberus knows of, which is a very ancient and powerful martial arts. Because I'm going to say that Cerberus is as old as time itself. Well, as old as the first creatures on planet Earth. So yeah, he's gonna know a lot of things. And yeah, except the things for that happened for 200 years. So yeah, Cerberus. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, Cerberus would be helping you greatly, and yeah, he would also be helping him get a lot more knowledge. And yeah, Cerberus would force him to go to school, well, making Suga go to school, and yeah, Pocky everyone would still bully him, and yeah. Yeah, when he actually asked All Might that question that we're having canon, yeah, All Might says it same thing but more harsh. And yeah, the moment Sugu leaves this world, he's not gonna be able to come back whatsoever. Yeah. Yeah, Suku and Cerberus has been helping him slowly do it. Suku has been making a machine. Yeah. Yeah. Suku would just go back to the place that Cerberus and him were at. And yeah, Cerberus also has been helping him gain full control of his powers. So yeah, and the machine is like almost finished. You just need a few things. And yeah, Suku, I'm gonna say the power that Abel has to be able to summon weapons from pretty much out of nowhere. He uses that type of material that those weapons are made of and puts it into the machine to power it. And yeah, a day later, the machine's ready. But Suga ain't gonna activate it yet. Yeah, Suga's just like, when are you gonna activate it? Suga, just like, when I think it's right. And yeah, then we get to 10 months later. And yeah, And I'm gonna say this. Just to make no, I'm gonna say 5 months later instead. And I'm gonna make this more interesting. Another villain that no one thought they could handle, and yet All Might was at his limit. And All Might's there as well, and this was like another type of sludge villain, but the sludge was yellow instead of green. And yeah, when Sue saw this, Sue was like, no. Yeah, and he would just start stretching. Yeah, then he would just run straight through the crowd. Just runs through the crowd. Just start running into there. And I'm going to say this is a small child. And this made Sue very angry. And he was like, yeah. And this sludge villain saw, and the little girl also saw Suku getting angry. And I say the little girl's quirk allows her to see stuff that other people can't, like someone's aura, like how angry and how much killer intent they can have. And yeah, she senses a lot of very powerful angry aura from him. And yeah, Suku would just be like, yeah, and he would just put his hands in a 3-claw motion, like put if you guys remember Sobo's, Suku would make a claw with his hand. He would like claw. He would make both his hands a claw, and he'd be like claw. He would like dragon claw. Slash. And yeah, and he would slash at this large one, and the force that he put behind his attack, but the sludge villains get cut in 3 pieces. In the middle part was where the little child was. Then he would just like dragon claw, snatch, and he would just snatch the little child by her clothing, and grab her. And hold on to her and just do a few backflips while just holding on to her. No front flips to Mount Lady. And place the little girl with the civilians over there. Yeah, then she would just like, and yeah, she would find a fire. No, then he would make the material that the swords are made out of wrap around the front of his hand and make the claw again. And he would make the material wrap around one of his hands. And this material can, cancel any type of power, even quarks. So yeah, he would just wrap the material around his hand, and he would like dragon claw. He would like killer move, dragon claws, destruction. And he would just, and you just see him with a heart just going straight through the sludge wound. And the sludge wound would not feel his heart hurt in him anymore. And yeah, and she would put his hand, just making it no longer be making a claw with his hand. And yeah, the material would have been gone by now because he tried to remove it while he was going through the sludge. And he grabbed the heart. And yeah, and everybody saw him holding the heart of the villain. Yeah, then she would just grab a dagger from his pocket and stab the heart. No, actually, no, he wouldn't do that. He would just crush the heart, just start squishing on the heart until it burst. And yeah, then the sludge villain would die. And yeah, all the heroes would be surrounding him and just degrading him, pretty much trying to degrade him. But he kind of feel down, and yeah, and All Might would be doing the same, and yeah, he's taking this one, and yeah, so we just like all you heroes ever do is for fame. In my personal opinion, I thought All Might was different, but I guess not. True, I killed someone, but at least I saved the girl. And Mountain Lady was actually doing something to protect civilians. And all of you freaking suck. And you know what? And he would pretty much rip the lower part of All Might's, like, the lower part of his torsos, like, a part of All Might's costume off. And that part of it would reveal the wound. And yeah, and he would point directly at the wound, like, here's the symbol of peace. And yet all the people for the news would be directed at it, and everybody would be looking at it. And yeah, ultimately, yes. And yeah, Hero Society is almost hiffed up. And yeah, then Suku would just walk over to the girl, and yeah, and wipe his hand cleaned off while walking towards her. And yeah, she would be, all the civilians would actually be a little bit scared of Izuku. Then she would just kneel right in front of her, well, lower to her level, and yeah, just start patting her head, and I'm like, you're safe now. Try to not get any more trouble. Your family must be worried. And yeah, and I mean, off a warning smile to her. And yeah, she would just giggle a little bit, and like, and she'd be like, okay, mister. And yeah, then Suku would just like, and yeah, Suku would just jump to a building, just jump to a wall, just start climbing it. And once he got to the ceiling, well, to the roof of a building, he would just, my lady's shoulder would be near it, and yeah, he would just tap her shoulder, and yeah, she would see the boy that just killed a sludge woman on it, and yet she would just give her the warmest smile, and like, personally, if you don't have any fans now, I'll be your first. With the warmest smile ever. And yeah, she was, oh, so heartwarming and thankful. heartwarming. Yeah, Suku could just. Yeah, then Suku was about to fall off. Like, Suku wasn't paying attention, then he would just. And he went off the roof without paying attention, and yeah, as soon as he looked down, he'd be like, oh crap. And he would start falling. Then Aunt Lady would catch him. And yeah, he'd be, thank you. And yeah, she'd be, pay attention. And yeah, she would be like, my bad. Yeah, then she would actually follow him up to her face. And yeah, she actually got him close enough to where, yeah, he would just touch her face. And yeah, he would just hug her at the face. And yeah, and yeah, Sugar would just. And yeah, Riley would actually start shrieking down for some reason. Like, she felt like shrieking down for some reason. As soon as he felt her start shrieking, he would just jump to a wall and just start sliding down against it. You know, once she got to her normal size, she would just land on the ground. You know, she would be slightly taller than him. And yeah, she would. And yeah, Suku would just get on his tippy toes. Well, yeah, try to reach her face, but yeah, then she would lower herself so she could get to her face, and yeah, because she didn't know what she wanted to do, but she was curious. Yeah, then yeah, Suku would do something that would surprise everyone. He would kiss Mount Lady on the lips, and yeah, she would be shocked and be touching her lips. Would put her hand over her mouth, and yeah, Suku would just say, "Have that as a thank you." And please accept my gift, my thank you. And yeah, she would accept it, accept the thank you. You know, she would be like, well, I probably won't see you again. But if I ever do, let's get to know each other better. And yeah, she would nod her head. Yeah, she would be like, bye. Mount Lady. You know, he would. And yeah, here's a society is almost screwed. And yeah, the whole world knows about All Might's scar now. And yeah, soon as Sugu would go to the back to what he's been calling his home, Sanders would be like, "Are you ready, Sugu?" And yeah, like, "Yeah, I am. Let's go." Yeah. Then Sugu would set the machine to send him to another universe, and Yeah, it would. And yeah, Cerberus went changed into a puppy form, changed to the size of a puppy, and hopped onto Suku's shoulder. Yeah, and they would walk through. And Suku would actually be through this, falling from the sky. And something would actually hit on that. You know, through the transportation through dimensions, something knocked them out. And yeah, and they were just both completely passed out and they were falling through the sky. And they were falling fast enough to where they could get to the deepest part of the ocean, which is where the land of the fishermen are. And yes, Suku was has transported himself into the One Piece world. And yeah. And then Suku would wake up first. And he would be wondering where him and Sampras ended up. And yeah, Suku would just be, where the hell are we? And yeah, he would just scratch Sampras' hair and like, wake up, wake up, Zero. He would wake up, Zero. Yeah, like, what happened? Like, I don't know. But it seems like we're underwater. Yeah. Like, yeah, then you would see a dude with a lot of tentacles. Well, actually, no. Sugu would, no. Both Silvers and Sugu would find themselves where all crew was. Basically, where Jinbei used to, the crew Jinbei used to be in. And yeah, Sugu. And yeah, Sugu's the one that makes them split up, pretty much. Yeah, Sugu just sees any if someone has a heartbeat, they're alive, and if they have a heartbeat and they're sentient, he does not care what they look like or how. He just cares if, yeah, and yeah, Jinbei takes him under his wing and teaches him everything he knows. And we skip a few years when Suku and everybody else is 17 or 18. Yeah, I think it's 18. And yeah, Suku sees Jinbei as a teacher, so he's very kind to him. Yeah, Jinbei also got to know Siberius. And yeah, Siberius sees Jinbei as a teacher to Suku, so he's friendly to him. And he also knows that he is not human, so he does not care. Yeah. And Sirius is basically an overprotective brother for Izuku. And yeah, Ship, it's based on someone else's, but yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different how I do it. And it's gonna be her, which is, yeah, so she's Nico Robin. So Suku picks Nico Robin. And yeah, Suku will meet the crew soon. Oh yeah. And yeah, once Suku is 18, Jinbei allows him to do whatever he wishes. But he will check on once in a while. And yeah, Suku was like, alright, Master Jinbei. Hopefully we'll see each. When I see you again, I'll tell you what I've been up to. And yeah, Jinbei has been able to bring some more life into Izuku. Yeah, it was Cinderace. Well, yeah, Cinderace. Well, yeah, Cinderace. Sir, yes, yeah. Remember, his name is Cerberus. So yeah, Cerberus has been able to bring a little bit life into Izuku, and Jinbei brought more life into Izuku. And yeah, when Izuku learned about, and yeah, Jinbei would have told Izuku about pirates and everything about them. And he also knows hockey, and he's mastered hockey. And he's unknown, unlike the person that have made this what if before. This version of Zuko will have hockey. Yes. And yeah. And when he figured out where Sura's main, and Suku would, and yeah, Suku would go to that same place that the Straw Hats went to before the island. Alabasta, I think it is. Yeah, Alabasta. Before they went there, yeah, Suku would have met them at that island. Actually, halfway there, he would have met them. And yeah, he would be on a rowboat, just rowing his boat with Cerberus on his lap in a puppy form. And yeah, and we just get to the Straw Hats perspective, and they see, and yeah, Suku see, and yeah, they see a big, like, a portion of water go up as if a cannon hit something in the water, and yeah. And yeah, with Izuku, yeah, a marine ship tried to not take out Izuku because, yeah, they thought it was a very low-ranking pirate. Yeah, Izuku does know how to swim. Cerberus, not so much. So yeah, as soon as Izuku saw Cerberus not being able to swim, he's like, oh crap. And yeah, because he never knew this. And he's like, shit. Yeah, he would just quickly dive down and get Cerberus. As soon as he got him, he would just quickly swim up. Like, come on, get him. And yeah, he would. And yeah, as soon as he got to the surface, and he saw a pirate ship nearby. Yeah, he's like, Cerberus, you okay? And yeah, you can see that he's not awake, and he's like, shit. And yeah, he's like, oh, fuck it. Then he would put Cerberus on his back and use a material that he can create out of thin air and wrap it around and pretty much make a harness that wraps him with Cerberus on his back. And he's like, hold on, Cerberus. We'll get you some help. And yeah, he would just immediately start going towards the ship, the pirate ship that he sees. And yeah, and he's going crazy fast, so there's a lot of water getting splashed. And yeah, so actually hears a lot of splashing, so he looks, and they see someone just swimming really fast towards them. And yeah, he's like, and yeah, he's like, ugh. Yeah, then Sanji will actually see him and come. Yeah, then Sanji would actually, like, yeah, then Sanji would also see it after saying 1, 2, Zoro, and yeah, Zoro would just point towards this a lot of splashing, and yeah, Sanji would see it and be like, oh, okay, and yeah, he'd be like, God, yo, Luffy. Yeah, Luffy would just walk over there and be like, yo, what's up? And yeah, he would just point to the water and sees someone just swimming as fast as, yeah, Luffy would actually look very carefully and see green, like, slightly see green in the, like, something that is green coming towards them. And you're like, and yeah, Luffy would obviously be like, ooh, food! And yeah, because he thinks it's a fish or something. And he would just use his double fruit powers to grab onto Suku. Yeah, Suku would like, yeah, and Suku would just be like, either they finally figure it out that I'm trying to get to them, or someone either on there is dumb enough to think that I'm a type of fish. And yeah, he would be pulled up. And as soon as he saw Luffy, he would immediately think, oh, and yeah, and when the fishmen saw Suku before, yeah, Suku's conversation hockey, his conversation hockey is so good that he can sense people's emotions, even if they hide it. And Suku can hide his presence, even his hockey presence as well. The presence of his hockey, he can pretty much like disappear, and also with his actual presence, making it seem like, yeah, he ain't even there. And yeah, as soon as Luffy saw it was actually someone their age, Luffy like, oh. And yeah, so yeah, Sanji was like, you dumbass, I was a person. And yeah, Suku, yeah, then Suku would just say out loud, yeah, Suku would just think, huh, so one of my predictions was right. And yeah, Suku would like, and yeah, Suku would ask, do you have a doctor on here? And yeah, he'd be like, and yeah, Sanji would actually ask curiously, what's wrong? Yeah, Sugu would just punch his back. Like, why are you stretching your arms? If you can somehow turn me around, you'll see what I'm needing a doctor for. And Luffy would somehow twist his arms to see, yeah, there's a little creature on Suga's back. And yeah, they would be like, Zoro, once they saw him, he'd be like, what the hell is that thing? And yeah, Suga would be like, yeah, Suku would be like, rude. It has a name, which is Cerberus. Now, like I asked, is there a doctor on this ship? Because if there is, I would kindly ask if for their assistance with him. And yeah, then give me a second. And yeah, Luffy and others would be like, no. And yeah, Sugu would be like, well, shit. And yeah, Sugu, yeah, then Sugu would be like, so, who's the captain of the ship? And yeah, Zoro and Sanjay would be like, that's the one that grabbed you. And yeah, Sugu would be like, ah. So, what is the name of your crew? Yeah. Luffy would say, Straw Hats? And yeah, she would be like, I guess that works. Could I stay with you guys for now? Since I really don't have any plans. And yeah, Zoro and Sanji. Yeah, Sanji would be like, yeah, Zoro's kind of interested about Zuko. And yeah. And yeah, then if we like, sure, why not? And yeah, then then Luffy would set him down on the ship. Yeah, then Sugu look down to the lower level, and he would see Nami. He'd be like, so there's a woman aboard. Yeah, the Suku would be like, Yeah, Sanji would about get angry, then Suku would just say, By the way you three look, she's a navigator, you're the cook, and you're a swordsman. And I've never heard of a swordsman that's used sword style, but hey, you never know. And yeah, they would be actually surprised that, Sue pretty much figured out what they were by just looking at them. Yeah, Sue was like, well, you do dress up like a chef. And yeah, Sanji was like, in it, Zoro was like, Yeah, Zoro would just light off a smile, and yeah, Suku was like, you guys are interesting. Yeah, then Suku was like, and yeah, then Suku just grabs her wrist from his back, and yeah, you see the material that was wrapping around Zuko and his wrist just disappear. Just disappear. And yeah, Zuko just you holding it. So we're saying like, so to have Is there a spot I could place him until you guys are able to get a doctor on your ship? And yeah, but and yeah, they would, something. But I think we have somewhere something. No, actually, Nami would actually say it. Because, yeah, Sugu would just like, thank you, Mr. Navigator. And yeah, sh- yeah, yeah. Nami would be like, why are you calling me that? And it's like, you're the Navigator, aren't you? And yeah, she's like, yeah, and yeah. And plus, I don't know your guys' name. So what else am I going to call you? And yeah, she's like, oh, I'm Nami. This is Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy. And yeah, she was like, I feel like I've heard your name. Luffy. Then Sugu would follow Nami to a room where Sugu sees a thing perfect for his his size. Yeah, Sugu was, then he'll place him down and like, then Sugu just put his hair and like, stay with me, buddy. I still need you in this world. Yeah, then he would walk out. Yeah, then Sugu just lay against the edges of the ship and edge of the ship, and yeah, Sugu just Sugu would just then Sugu would lay down and take a nap. And you would be curious. They would be wondering why he's napping. Yeah, then Zoro's actually the one to see it. He has bags under his eyes, as if he's been up for months. And then they would all hear a belly growl, like a growling sound. Then they would hear something get punched. Sanji would actually be curious and actually look towards the direction he heard it. And he would see Isugu just move his hands from just move his fist from his stomach. And just go back to taking a nap. And yeah. And yeah. Nami and Luffy would actually ask, so where was that sound coming from? And yeah. Sanji would just say, it came from the newcomer. And but Nami would actually be like, how long has he not eaten for? And Sanji like, who knows? Once they got to the area where some broke people are at. Yeah. When Suku just saw food, she was like, yeah, then Suku just smelled all the food there that was for them. Just smell all of it and make sure none of it had any type of poison. And he smelled that one or two drinks, like the drinks had some poison, some type of poison in it. Like, like three out of the six, 3 out of 10 cups had poison, some type of poison in them. And yeah, the moment Suku figured it out that Suku would just be like, I gotta take these 3. Before and yeah, that was before Zoro's or Sanji could grab any of those 3. And yeah, like what the hell, man? And yeah, Sugu would just and yeah, they actually never saw him directly looking at them in the eyes. Yeah, then Sugu would just give him that look, minus the blood. Yeah, like and yeah, Sanji would actually freeze out for a second. And yeah, so like, damn, that's one look. And yeah, Sugu would just go outside and dump all 3. And yeah, they only see it, and yeah, and Sony is actually interested on why he was hung, and when all the pirate crew of all aloof, and when the straw hats see Zuko eat, yeah, you only see him eat a little, like not a lot, just enough to satisfy his belly. And yeah, at night, Zoro and got Zoro's up, and yeah, the people that were there trying to attack them, but then Sugu just forced one out, and yeah, he's like, Dragon Claw, Dragon Snatch. And yeah, he would just grab one of their necks and just crush his voice box. Yeah, basically just crush his vocal cords. And also killed him. And yeah, Sugu is just like, and if you want to die, like looking at all of them, do any of you want to die? Because I wouldn't mind killing. And yeah, he just showing a lot of bloodlust to all of them. Especially if you're going to attack someone asleep. And yeah, Zoro's like, damn. And Zoro and Zoro just take them all out, with Zoro not killing them, but feeling like killing them, but doesn't. The only one he really killed was the one that was ready to attack them. Was getting ready to attack them when they thought that they were asleep. And when Zoro saw the princess, Zoro would just like, Yeah, Zoro would just chop her in the neck, knocking her out. And just pick her up and carry her on his back. or just lay her against a wall. And yeah, the person that was protecting her would be like, why the hell did you do that? And yeah, she would be like, so she didn't have to see that. And then Luffy would come out and blame Zoro for something. And yeah. And yeah, the person would And yeah, then after a while, she would get annoyed and like, Luffy, shut up. And he would chop him on his neck using hockey, knocking him out. And yeah, Zoro would be shocked and like, what? How? And yeah, Suku would just like, Yeah, then she would be, Now that is done. Now that's done. Wake the girl up. Yeah, then he would touch a pressure point that would wake you up. And yeah, she would become like, what's going on? Yeah. She would like, calm down, please. And just give a warm smile towards her. Trying to help her calm down. And yeah, she would calm down. And yeah, the same thing would happen with the dude looking like he died, but he really didn't. And they would go to the island. And yeah. And that's where we're going to end it off for now. Anyway, if you like this, like, subscribe, and comment for more. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.